Ranky Tanky is coming home to Charleston tonight at the Dock Street Theater. In this edition of Quintin's Close-Ups, I sit down with Charlton Singleton and Quiana Parler one-on-one. And be sure to download the free Quintin's Close-Ups app in your Apple or Google Play stores.
Well, it's so good to see you guys.
Good to see you too, bro.
Yes, sir.
Yeah,
Good to see you as well.
You too, thank you.
Well,
It's been a long time.
it has been 4 years.
Yeah.
And I just did a recent interview for
Right.
I was sick.
It's all good.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
But I'm better now. You guys are doing better.
We're doing very well.
Yes.
And as we sit here right now at the Dock Street Theater in downtown Charleston, it's all about Ranky Tanky.
Yes.
Let me take you to the Charleston Scene article, in which it basically says this: Ranky Tanky, which performs Gullah songs, will range for a small ensemble that includes drums, bass, guitar, and trumpet, has been touring internationally this year, playing gigs at folk and jazz festivals. This will be a homecoming concert, the band's first big indoor show in Charleston. When you think of homecoming, what goes to your mind?
Well, for me personally, it's a chance to just show off in front of family and friends. It kind of takes you back to, I don't know about Quiana, but the times where you'd be, at home and, company come over and your mom, dad, or grandma, aunt, or somebody do say, go ahead and show them how to dance. Go ahead and show them how to do this. Play something. My father was play something for them. Go play Blessed Assurance. Something. So. We're always excited to play at home. Anytime we can play in front of family and friends, especially with this group, we've done so much in a short period of time. In this few months, we've gone to a lot of different countries. We've played all over the United States.
Right.
We've tightened the show up quite a bit. It's pretty good, well-oiled machine show. And so to play here at home, especially as part of the Mosier Festival and all of that, what that means. This is a really good gig. This is an awesome time for us.
Quiana, where is your heart and mind when you think of home?
Well, this is home. Actually, the Dock Street is where I had my first performance as a kid. Yeah, my first professional performance was at Dock Street. And I also studied vocal lessons here. If I'm not mistaken, it was in this room. It's now a dressing room.
Yes. Yeah.
So this is like, whew, I'm home.
Yeah.
And it's very rare we get to play home.
True.
And now that we are here, it's exciting. Everybody sees us online and we go live.
Yes.
And then now we're here. So it's full circle.
Yes.
Yeah.
What does Ranky Tanky mean to you?
Oh gosh, Ranky Tanky means to us. Well, the true meaning of it is actually what it says: get funky.
Right.
But for me personally, we've become quite the little family. We've become, even better friends, I think, and we've known each other for a long time. But when you go out on the road with everyone and you live with people, it's totally family. It's a lot of fun times. Never a dull moment. A lot of fun times. With Ranky Tanky, it's definitely the culture. It's how we perform. It's how we communicate to the audience. And everything. So.
You know what? Let me go back to that. You talk about the audience, because you said this to the Postal Courier, and you basically said this, if I can pull up the quote here, but you basically said that, where is it? Here it is. It says that Singleton says, Ranky Tanky has been extremely well received by audiences in California, Colorado, Canada, Scotland, and beyond, and that the musicians are excited to play their first major show here at home. My question is this: what is the audience like?
It depends on what the gig is. We've played for audiences in the middle of the woods. We've played in front of audiences that have been sitting in grand auditoriums and really formal rooms, and they all have a different way of expressing their emotion, but it's always some positive energy that they're doing. It's a really interesting and really exciting time when you're in the middle of the woods in Czech Republic and everybody is screaming and dancing with their hands up in the air and singing our song and everything. You know, there's a different kind of energy when we are at, Performing Arts Center, you know, and everybody is standing in their seat right there and they're still, you know, doing their thing and screaming. But we've always had some really positive and great audiences, if all of them really. We've been very fortunate. It's a blessing.
Quiana?
Same thing. I mean, being the only female on the road with
It's not.
oh Lord, the stories I can tell.
It's not that bad. No, cool.
No, we have a good time actually. Like you said, we've all known each other for so long.
Right.
Charlton bought me my first dog. When he gave me my first dog, my first puppy, I gotta tell the puppy story. His name was Diz, Charlton Quintin. They gave me my first puppy when I was in 10th or 11th grade. And that's how far we go back. Way back. Quintin used to pick me up from school. Like, we go way back. But I'm still the youngest. No, CL's actually the youngest. She wasn't even born yet. Yeah. So it's fun. Like, Ranky Tanky needs to get funky. And that's what we've been doing. You know, to see and watch people chant Ranky Tanky. It's an amazing feeling.
Let me go to Facebook because you guys posted this on October 3rd. And then, true to the name, Ranky Tanky got funky with it. Witnessed the funk, soul, spirituality, jazz, emotion, and raw power at our homecoming show at this historic Dark Street Theater this Sunday, October 8th at 8 p.m. Define funk, soul, spirituality, jazz, emotion, and raw power to me.
I remember. I think I wrote that, and my meaning behind that is because the six of us, when we play, you can hear the influences of each of us in all of our songs. We've all played in a number of ensembles together. I've played in Quiana's bands. Quiana's played in my bands. We've played rock music together. We've played jazz together. We've played funk and soul and R&B, country. We've done all of these things. Clay has played folk music. Quintin's out on the road a lot with some of the greatest, in-demand jazz musicians in the world. And it all comes from the soul. So that's kind of the meaning behind it. You can get a little bit of everything. And of course, gospel. It all has its roots, in church. So that statement was definitely just when you come to a show, you are definitely going to hear elements of all of those things. The words that Quiana sings in some of these songs, the spirituality of them, it's all there. It's a total package of just about every style that you could think of, that somebody has seen us present, Somebody may have seen Quiana, singing, at a party or something, and then they come and they see her sing this, which is a different, way of presenting. Very different, Somebody probably saw me playing, with the big band or something like that, and then they come in and they see me doing this, or they may have heard me singing, with the big band, and now they're hearing me sing this, or they have seen Kevin playing, his electric bass, and now Kevin's playing his upright bass. So it's a lot of different things that go on with the band, and it's just a good mix. It's a fantastic mix, actually.
You guys been playing from Lewisburg, Pennsylvania, to Monterey, California, to Reading, Pennsylvania, to Atlanta, Georgia, to Savannah, Georgia, to just recently Johnson City. What city is similar to Charleston in your mind?
None.
Not really. I mean, Charleston is very unique. We were just in Savannah. We played at this festival in Savannah, but Charleston and Savannah and New Orleans, for that matter, they're all sister cities. They all have very similar backgrounds and history and everything. If there's one thing for me personally, when we played in the Czech Republic, we played in a very small town. I can't even remember the name of the town, but it it wasn't like in Prague. You know, we stayed a night in Prague, but the actual festival was way out and it was in the country, and it was seriously in the country. You know, and so that kind of reminded me of, you know, just me being the country boy that I am, you know, from Allendale. You know, everybody seemed to know each other, but it was a huge crowd, and everybody was so into the music and everything that they had never seen us before, they had never heard us play before, but they were just so tuned in and so locked in and so welcoming. That kind of reminded me of just being out in the country, you know, for me being a country, you know, kid. So
Yes. If I were to write a headline about Ranky Tanky, what do you want the headline to be?
Ranky Tanky, continuing to spread its word.
Yep. The color culture.
That's right.
Yes.
I don't think people realize when we're out, we have an educational curriculum that goes along with this band, and we do, you know, artists in residence, and we go to group homes, we've been to co-ed prisons, we've done
Elementary schools, middle schools, you know, we've done
300 college kids.
Yeah, we've done schools, we've done a whole lot of outreach, a whole lot of the education where we talk about Gullah culture, we teach them songs
And games.
You know. It's not just getting up on the stage and playing, you know, at the outdoor festival or, you know, playing on the nice stage and everything. It's about learning about it as well, you know.
You keep talking about Gullah culture, that is. What is the state of Gullah culture in your mind?
Me personally, I think it's still it's probably not as prevalent as it was back then, of course, but you know, you still have people that are descendants. You know, I'm a descendant of it, Quiana's a descendant, you're a descendant of it, so it lives on in us. Sometimes the way that we talk, the way that we interact with each other, the way that we cook sometimes, the way that we sing, the way that we, you know, worship at church, you know, all of that's part of our Gullah heritage. So in that regard, I think it's still, you know, thriving. Maybe in some parts of the Low Country, going down towards Beaufort and Savannah area and the Georgia Sea Islands might be a little bit more prevalent in some areas, but I think it's not going to go away. It's not going to die away. Never.
I don't know when I'm going to interview you guys next, so what's next for you?
I tell you what, hopefully next time you interview us, we'll be talking about a Grammy that we won. Yeah. And also, that's right. That's right. And also, you know, we have a CD that's coming out officially now. You know, people have bought it, or people got it through our Kickstarter campaign when we made the CD. But in a few days, it will be out there for the world to grasp. You can buy it online. You know when it comes out. You know, in a few days. So we're looking forward to that as well.
You can also pre-order it on
iTunes as well. Pre-order it on iTunes.
Just a single available now, and I think that's it. So yeah, iTunes. Yeah.
So if I were to put that in my CD player, which song should I play?
All of it. You've got to play all of it. Okay. You won't be disappointed.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Not me too.
Thank you.
Oh, you're welcome.
Yeah, you're the best.
Oh,
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
We have the app.
That's right.
yes,
Thank you. Yeah.
Thank you. I really appreciate this.
Yes, brother.
Well, Charlton Singleton and Quiana Parler, thank you so much for your time. I really appreciate this.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Always a pleasure, brother. Always a pleasure. Always.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Thank you.